Hi, everyone. So welcome to Google Sites PD. So in this video, my goal is to ultimately show you why you'd even want to use Google Sites. If you're using a different site or not using any site at all, why would you even want to make one? I hope to show you kind of all the things you can do with it, how easy it is to use. I'm going to show you some different teacher examples, how to get going. Let's just jump into it. So I know a lot of workshops on like a tool that'll tell you how to start it, but like I'm a big fan of let me show you why you'd even want to use sites, because if you don't want to use it, then you don't need to learn how to start a new tool. So here are some examples Crossroads North and South teachers have been using Google Sites for. So I want to show you this because they look really, really nice. And that is, to me, the appeal of Google Sites, is that they can look really nice, they're really easy to make, and they have all the same amazing features of Google that we kind of love. So this is Mr. Medina here. He used it for like a certain topic. So the whole Revolutionary War, he used it as a place that students could go to for the different battles and information that they would need for that. The Gamma unit over at South, they use a Google site just for kind of a hub. It's just a home base for their whole unit to house information and so on and so forth. I haven't actually poked around here, so let's take a look. And you can see it just, again, is a nice little place for them to just kind of share their information. This is Miss McMahon over at South. She uses it for 12th night. And so this was just a specific like lesson in particular, it looks like. And so the students got this. They had to, read some stuff, watch this video. And then at the very end, there's a Google form. And you can kind of see all this is embedded right into a Google site. So I want to show you that that's how teachers are using it, as like a hub or for individual lessons or for units of study. It's a really great place. Again, it just looks really clean and it's easy to use. But it's not just teachers too. Some teachers have been using it for kids to collaborate, make their own Google sites. So this was Lori Unger. She had like a passion project kind of thing, and each student had their own page, like you can see right now, and they had to ultimately like say within their page why they chose their passion and all sorts of different requirements. And then each page is a different student. So kind of like a jigsaw. And I've seen that used that way too, where each student had like a certain, I think, country, and they had to research it and they put it all together. So there's a lot of really easy ways that you can use it. But most teachers seem to be using it for the first version as far as themselves, housing, giving out content, and so on and so forth. So what I want to do is just kind of show you some of the features that you can do, and the reason I like it. So this is kind of my sample page I made. It just shows some of the features you can do really easily. So it's really great if you have videos that are from YouTube or Google Drive. They go right into your Google site, super easy. I like the slideshow piece too. You see, this is my Google Sites slideshow on Google sites. And so you can easily put slideshows that whoever is at the site can go through on their own, or they can make it bigger if they really want to. But again, it's embedded right there. You can take a whole PDF, which I really like, instead of just like linking it, you can have it there. And you can scroll through the PDF. You can see, you can make it fit like a little box on there, which is pretty sweet. Same goes with Google Docs. You can kind of put it right in there. All the links work. So, and if you update the Google Doc, then it will also update it right here on the website, because again, it's all Google and it all talks to one another, which is really, really great. So again, it lets you embed that really easily. I love Google Forms. I use this a lot. You can, again, instead of linking it, it's embedded right there onto the website where they can actually fill out the Google form right there. There's a lot of other sites you can use too, like Quizlet, I think GimKit, I'm not really sure. But there's a lot of other sites potentially for review games or things like that you can, again, embed right into the Google site. So again, it just makes it a really, really great place to house, hopefully, whatever you would need. Images, folders in Google Drive, that kind of thing. So you can put so much stuff on there. So I want to show you this, just kind of get your wheels turning of what you might want to put on there. But now my goal is to kind of show you how easy it is to kind of start making a site. Because I know a lot of times the idea of making a site can seem like really big and scary and overwhelming, and web design and all that stuff. And what's great about Google Sites is they give you enough flexibility that you can adjust the size of the font and stuff like that. But for the most part, they have it kind of already set up where you choose a theme and then they make it look nice for you, which is really, really great. So I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to make a brand new page here, just to kind of show you how easy it is to make. So this is me on like the editing view. I'm going to move my head over here. So if I wanted to add a new page to my website, let's just say new page. It's as simple as adding a title, whatever you want it to be about. And then I can double click wherever I want, and I can put in a text box, pictures, something from Google Drive, embed something from a website, or upload a file It lets you kind of do everything really, really easily. So let's just say I'm doing physics. I'm going to show you how easy it is to customize. You just kind of choose from like the 5 categories of text. Let's say I want this to be a heading, and I want a little emphasis there. So you have a little bit of flexibility. And then you want to insert a YouTube video. Over here is insert, and this lets you pick kind of everything you might want to possibly put in there. YouTube, and you can see all the other options there. But let you put in whatever you want. So if I want to just, again, put in a YouTube video about physics, maybe there's one I really love, you can search right there, or even put in the link right there. And I don't know which one of these is good. Let's just assume that this is good and not weird. And it goes right in there. So, and you can move it around. You see it again. It gives you the ability to move around, resize it, all those little things. So I'm not going to go so in depth with all those details, but I just want to show you how easy it is to kind of make it and kind of put it all together. I want to talk to you now about like the sharing settings. So what's great is that like all Google things, it has the collaboration. So if I want to collaborate with an entire class, you can add students from your class. If I want to collaborate with another teacher, you can share it. But because it's a website, it almost has like 2 different sharing settings. So this is hypothetically, if I wanted to share something with the teacher, I can just put in the teacher's name there, which is great. But then also, you want to make sure that who can view it is also a feature you can change. So maybe you want just people in South Brunswick. If I were to change that, which is not right now, I think I have to change this first. And then maybe it's just people in South Brunswick can view the website if somehow you want, just for security reasons or whatever it is, or you want it open to the entire world, that kind of thing. So it's totally up to you, your settings that you want to do. But I wanted to show you that you have that option there with the different settings. And if you want to make a new site, let me just show you how easy it is to do. There's a couple ways you can do it. I'll show you how I always do it though. Is I always just go to New, because it's right through Google Drive, and just go to More, and then choose Google Sites. And you'll see that it'll start a brand new site for you. You can choose from a couple templates, which is nice now, or you can start from scratch. I usually start from scratch. And look at that, it actually just pulled up right from scratch. And it's so great. So you make it, and you do your whole site, and you make it beautiful. I guess I need to include something here. And then you would hit Publish. And you can honestly even change the name of it. So let's just say test site for PDSB. And you can manage who sees it, hit publish. And just like that, again, it is now an official website. So if you want to go here and hit view publish site, it gives you a link. You can share out with the world. It's really, really easy. And again, if you're collaborating with kids, which is really, really great, you can let them edit it, but they can't publish it to the world. So for security settings, there's also revision history. So you can see who edited what if you're worried about all kids collaborating at the same time. But it is just a really easy tool to ultimately get going. But the best way, like all tools, is to just kind of make one and just start playing around with it. So this is what I would encourage you to do, is make, play, just start popping stuff in there, messing around, and hopefully you'll see that it's pretty easy to use. And if you get stuck along the way, I'm here. I'm absolutely here to help you with any questions you have or anything you run into. But that's Google Sites, and I love it. And hopefully you will too.